Concern shown for the official business launch of SwiftLink, and I'd like to please again tender my unreserved apologies. In no distant time, we'll hit the ground running. I've seen the Executive Governor of Katsina State. I'd like to appreciate you for the yeoman's job that you're doing, especially with the last summit that took place about last week, and so very many dignitaries from all walks of life emptied into Katsina. You hosted them so very successfully. We watched all the proceedings on television with the Vice President standing in for the President. Thank you very much. History will be kind to you when the story of the modern Katsina State is written. I'd like that we please give His Excellency a very big, resounding applause, please. I'm also seeing my mentor and a business mogul, the chairman, Jaiz Bank, has been chairman and MDs of very many financial institutions. I'd like us to please join Alhaji Mutalab and give him a very big round of applause. We'd like to welcome you. I don't want to make mistakes, so I'm being careful with whom I recognize at this point, but I'm seeing my stringers putting pen to paper to be able to give me the very many names of distinguished guests that are already seated. But let me also appeal to protocol officers in the annals of our history, and it's sure going to be a game changer in the way transactions are done and much more. So ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give our distinguished guests, Your Excellencies, and all the distinguished guests seated a resounding applause as we get this program underway. Now, for the very many people in the hall and the clap that I hear, it doesn't sink. It means some of you are still not forgiven. If you have forgiven me, please give yourselves a bigger round of applause for the And by the way, clapping is a sign of good health. I got to find out about this from the University of Philadelphia, United States, November 2014, that says people who clap vigorously when it's important to clap live longer, healthier, youthful, wrinkles-free, ageless, visit doctors less, and in turn, clapping helps to rejuvenate the internal organs in the human body, keeping them really very healthy. I think we should imbibe the culture of clapping. It helps to clap. Please, let's clap for ourselves one more time. Thank you very much. I'm just waiting for this list. Kindly bear with me. I had actually recognized the presence of our workaholic governor, the governor of Katsina State, Your Excellency, Governor Diko Umar Rada. We'd like to appreciate your presence. One more time, can we please welcome him with a resounding applause? I'd also like to recognize the presence of Dr. Bello, who is representing Nigerian Shippers Council at this auspicious occasion. Can we please welcome him with a resounding applause as well, Dr. Bello? Let me then recognize the Managing Director of Jaiz Bank, Dr. Haruna. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Haruna Musa. Thank you very much for joining us. We also have the Executive Director, Jaiz Bank, with us. Okay, that's the Executive Director that I have recognized as MD. The MD I have recognized already as Alhaji Abdul Muttalib. Let's please put our hands together for him one more time. He chairs the bank. Governor's representative, Deputy Governor's representative, Aminu Musa is. I'm told that Mr. Mohammed Sani is a CBN. Bear with me. I will make sure that we correct them just as the program gathers momentum. But in the meantime, I think it is pertinent that we start with the national anthem. And so may we please rise for the national anthem, please. as we take his sets. Thank you very much.
وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا تقبل منا وبينك وبين بالحق وأنت خير الفاتحين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذريتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
I'd like to invite all of us to please sit back and watch the media presentation of the unveiling of SwiftLink brand. Please, if we have it ready, let's fix our gaze. I can see that we have two projector screens. There's one to my immediate right and one to my immediate left. So please, except for our special guests that are seated in the middle here, they might not be able to watch. But if you can, would ask that you please watch the unveiling of the SwiftLink brand.
We have more people participating in the financial sector either through loans acquisition, savings, investments, or regular day-to-day transactions. According to a survey conducted by Athena, Nigeria's financial inclusion has increased from 68% in 2020 to 74% in last year. However, exclusion continues to be most severe in northern Nigeria, at 38% in the northeast and 47% in the northwest, compared to only 5% in the southwest and 10% in the south-south. Burdened by this need, SwiftLink was founded to bridge the needs and gaps that prevail in the northern part of Nigeria, especially among the middle and lower class. Our desire is to include them in the financial sector, where they can access services that can help them build their business and services. Our unique services acknowledge the gap in Western literacy and aims at meeting the market at their most basic form of interaction, Hausa and Arabic. We also are providing simple handheld devices like the POS terminals where individuals can operate from their kiosks and shagos to facilitate financial transactions for the everyday man. States and governments are not exempted from our offerings. Using our payment gateways and bulk payment services, we are positioned to enable them to get the most from us. At SwiftLink, we recognize that the peculiarity of our market needs people with similar minds, market experience, and industry knowledge and passion for the niche market. Our board of directors, led by the chairman, Alhaji Umaru Mutala, boasts of seasoned and experienced industry players who have functioned in the financial industry for decades. Alhaji Umaru Mutalab has been at the forefront in the financial sector for over 50 years. He has chaired many businesses and was the MD and chairman of First Bank, MD of UBA, proprietor of Jais Bank. Dr. Usman Yahya Kensila, a highly astute business magnate with experience spanning over 2 decades in both public service and private sectors, also has a rich experience with the tertiary institutions across the country. We also have Alhaji Zakaria Hussaini Bello, who is a visionary change leader and boasts of a rich experience in entrepreneurship. Haja Hawa Abbas Bello Hawa Bello is an experienced banking professional with expertise in credit and risk management, public sector, corporate and commercial banking, private banking, finance, and auditing. Currently, she is the country head of the public sector group at Stanbic IBTC Bank. Alhaji Ahmad Yabo boasts of a huge experience of enterprise marketing with over 23 years of cognate experience in public and private legal practice. Endi Chiakbo, who has a rich experience in technology, worked in IBM for over 30 years. As country general manager of IBM, he was responsible for leading and developing business strategies of 22 countries in sub-Sahara Africa. Abu Bakar Akimu, who brings a wealth of experience to both the banking and public service sectors, with an impressive track record spanning over 24 years. His strategic leadership roles include serving as the CEO of Oceanic Bank Energy Bank in Sao Tome and Principe, CEO of Union Bank Cameroon, and General Manager of Business Development at the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAA. Mr. Ismail Kabara has over 20 years of experience in the ICT and telecommunications industry. Kasim Mudalab, who is a financial expert, has functioned in several capacities, causing transformations across the nation. The management team led by Jiboyega Olwilowa is actively working to ensure that the dream of fostering more financial inclusion in the North is actualized. To function seamlessly, we got the PTSP, PSSP, and super agency licenses from the CBN. Some of our certifications include the PCI DSSN and DPC certificates. Some of our partners include banks like JI's, Polaris Access, Fidelity, etc. We are also partnered with NIBSS, CyberVirgin, 3Line, Interswitch, Unified Payments, and more financial institutions. At SwiftLink, our vision is to be the leading payments and collection platform, bridging the gap between financial institutions and the underbanked and underserved. Join us in this epoch-making venture. We introduce SwiftLink.
Excellency, because of the exigencies of your offices, because it's about taking leave of us from every indication, taking into cognizance the exigencies of your offices, he might not stay for too long. But because he's leaving, I crave an indulgence of all our distinguished guests, and in particular the Chairman, Board of Directors.
Our father and a leader in the financial industry, Alhaji Umar Mutallaf, other distinguished personalities that are here, too numerous to mention. I would like to say that I associated myself with this initiative, and this is very apt, and I felt so frightened when I saw the figures that 47% of the Northwest are not in the financial cycle. That is, we have the highest financial exclusion, and as government we will do much as possible to partner with you to ensure that we provide opportunity for our people to be into the financial cycle. We thank you very much for organizing this, and I want to seek your indulgence because I have meeting 11 o'clock with Mr. President, so I have to go. We thank you very much, and Katsina State Government is ready to partner with the SwiftLink ensuring that our people are into the financial cycle. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, another resounding applause for the executive cooperatives and supplies in 1976. He also served as a member of Nigeria's Federal Executive Council from 1975 to 1978. He was also former chairman of First Bank of Nigeria as well as Jai's Bank International PLC, and served as managing director, chief executive officer of the United Bank for Africa for very many years before retirement. His extensive experience of serving on the board of directors of several companies such as Nigeria Ajib Oil, Arewa Textile Limited, Nigerian Communications Commission, and other organizations will be invaluable to IHVN, a local organization mitigating the spread of HIV and other infectious diseases. West London College, Achimota College, Accra, Ghana, and Berewa College, Zaria, was also awarded an honorary doctorate degree by Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, and Benue State University, Makurdi, respectively. He is happily married with very many children and grandchildren. It is my honor and privilege at this point to invite the Chairman Board of Directors of SwiftLink, Alhaji Dr. Umar Abdul Muttalib, CON, FCA, for his opening remarks.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت ورحمت وباركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. Distinguished invitees, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether I should start by first of all saying Your Excellency, the Governor who has just left us, and other very distinguished personalities who have taken their time to attend to this occasion. We very much appreciate the time you have taken to come to see the launch of this new organization, this new fintech, which we hope will take off. In fact, immediately we have already taken off. So please fasten your seat belts. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this auspicious occasion for the business launch of SwiftLink Global Services Limited. As has already been indicated, I have been connected to the financial system for quite a number of years. I was in development banking. I was in, different types of banking, and I'm really pleased to, at this stage, come to an era of fintech, which is fast developing in this country, and I believe it will help achieve the gap of financial inclusion in this country, especially in the state where there is a very low financial inclusion, financial interaction, and so forth, of which I also come from that particular state, because North Kasna is part of the northwestern states. I am delighted to have so many of you distinguished personalities. Particularly, I would like to recognize the Managing Director of Jaiz Bank and the Executive Director of Jaiz Bank, who are here physically, and also to recognize the representative of the Governor of Central Bank and the representative of the First Bank of Nigeria, PLC. We're extremely delighted to have you and to welcome you to this particular occasion. Our journey at SwiftLink began with a vision to be a leading electronic payments and collection platform in Nigeria. This we are set to achieve through an efficient payment processing platform using the appropriate technology driven by a team of motivated professionals and guided by global best practices and standards. Today, we take this stride not only for SwiftLink, but also for the entire financial system to support the significant achievement of financial inclusion driven by the initiatives, programs, and policies of the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Federal Ministry of Finance on our national journey. Our platform will provide a robust, accessible, affordable, efficient, and adequate financial solution for the underbanked and the unbanked in the nooks and crannies of our dear country. This launch is our commitment to ensuring that we create a safe, secure, and user-friendly payment solutions tailored towards addressing the peculiar needs of our target market and segments. This includes collections, payment and value-added services, terminal management, and agency banking services. This is a journey to create harmonies for a system where even the everyday traders and farmers in villages can effortlessly access financial services from the convenience of their surroundings in a language that resonates with them, and also access disbursements and social intervention programs of the government and other development partners. And to stakeholders, our wish is for collaboration and partnership that would fuel determination and resolve to impact positively on the ecosystem and our national well-being. As we embark on this transformative journey, we carry with us a belief that financial technology is not merely a tool for change, but a compass for engagement, empowerment, employment, and social change for well-being. Before I close my speech, I would like to recognize also a number of other people whom we might have missed. One such person is Mufta.
Construction magnate and a humble philanthropist. And I think himself and the chairman have something in common. The chairman is equally one of the most celebrated philanthropists in Nigeria because he gives scholarship to indigent students not only in Katsina or in northern Nigeria. He has extended and spread his tentacles to other parts of Nigeria. I think the duo deserve a bigger round of applause. After learning the Quran, as is the practice in every Muslim home, he proceeded to obtain his first school leaving certificate, after which he attended Kano State Polytechnic, where he bagged a national diploma and a higher national diploma in accountancy. And after a career stint in the Kano State Civil Service, precisely, in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Dr. Usman ventured into private business. He established the UYK Nigeria Limited in 1996 as an engineering and trading company. Since then, the company has grown from strength to strength and has succeeded in establishing its name in the realms of engineering and construction business in Nigeria and beyond the borders of Nigeria, with additional specialty in procurement of firefighting and equipment and all the digital laboratory facilities. The UYK, true to the mission of its founder, strives to provide exceptional and unparalleled service to its clients across Nigeria and beyond. As an indigenous company, UYK provides competitive but equal employment opportunities for Nigerians, not minding where you are from. So it's a detribalized company. The company employed so far over 500 professionals from diverse academic backgrounds, like engineering, quantity surveying, architecture, accounting, and human resources, the majority of whom are products of Nigerian higher institutions of learning. Bravo, congratulations. I'll abridge that.
Payment solutions provider. Now we realize that making simple day-to-day transactions, such as paying utility, like paying for your electricity, buying credit, data, internet, and much more, can be a little frustrating and inefficient. And that's where SwiftLink comes in.
Barkanku da kasancewa tare da mu a wannan ma'aikata na SwiftLink, abokin cinikayenku ta hanya mafi sauki.
SwiftLink currently offers 3 products, and these include Via POS, Via Swift, and Swift Money. Now, with Via POS, this allows agents to have POSs that are linked to an online platform, which is called your wallet. Now, with your POS, you're able to make regular transactions like make payments, make transfers, etc. Pay for data, buying credit, etc. And this is fantastic for everybody who is able to get involved. You can register for this by going on viapos.swiftlink.ng and create an account. Now, with Via Swift, this gives you your POS, which allows you to make transfers and make payments with ease. You can register for this by going on our website, swiftlink.ng, and get started, and one of our customer support reps will be with you. Now, last but not least, we have Swift Money. Now, this is our funds disbursement bulk payment service. This service allows government bodies, for instance, ministries, large organizations, to make payments in bulk in one go. This, for example, allows you to pay a large number of employees their salaries in one click. It also allows you to make payments into any beneficiaries' accounts in any of the commercial or microfinance banks. The benefit of this as well is that beneficiaries are credited instantly. You can take advantage of this service by going on our website, SwiftLink.ng, and registering. And one of our customer support agents will be with you shortly.
Kun saurari dukkan bayanai daga bakin ma'aikaciyarmu. Bangaren kula da abokan hulɗarmu suna nan ko da yaushe domin bayar da agaji.
Sunana Muhammad Jamilu Jibrin, ɗaya daga cikin ma'aikacin wannan ma'aikata mai kula da asusun wannan ma'aikata. Muna ba ku tabbaci cewa lallai kudinku da hannun tsaro a tattare da mu a wannan ma'aikata. Don haka muna muku barka da kasancewa tare da mu a koda yaushe. Mun gode.
Kasance tare da mu a koda yaushe.
My name is Boyega Awelewa. I am CEO of SwiftLink Global Services Limited. We are a payment solutions company and we aspire and intend to revolutionize the payment industry with fast, secure, and simple solutions for all payment needs of customers everywhere. What is payment without it being simple? What is payment without it being fast? What is payment without it being secure? At SwiftLink, we aim to give customers exactly what they need. Simple payment solutions you can rely on and are seamlessly able to achieve the goals and aspirations of every business owner and every user out there. Look out for SwiftLink.
Join millions of users today. Be sure to go on swiftlink.ng to register so that you can enjoy the many benefits of our products, as well as ensuring that your transactions are swift and secure.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Boyega Awelewa. I am the Chief Operating Officer of SwiftLink Global Services. I would like to use this opportunity to thank my board of directors for making this happen, because without them, there will be no SwiftLink. I appreciate and thank both our chairman and very able vice chairman, who has also been a very strong pillar for all of us and has kept us going. I can tell you today, the whole team is very excited because we've been waiting for this day for quite a while. And to the glory of God, this day has come. And on behalf of my team, we are going to demo the first product on this our launch. Yes, we've tested it, it's working. I'll invite my colleague to join me now, and we'll do our first POS transaction as a payment company. While he's entering the lot of money that he wants to withdraw on our behalf, I would like to say one of the things that kept us going is us as a team doing a lot of research on what will work and ensure that it's easy to deploy payment across the whole of the North, and also ensure that we empower businesses. Our emphasis is on simple payment solutions, nothing complicated, nothing that makes it a hurdle for transactions to happen. Even in the public sector where collections need to happen, we are ready for business. So, as you see, this is our first transaction on our business launch. So we have both the customer copy and the agent copy. And this is just one product out of a bouquet of many that we have. And we will keep rolling out more services, and we will keep partnering with everybody here. We are available to partner I'm sure my directors would very love to hear that. We want to do business. And on behalf of everyone on my team who is ready to agilely work with everyone, I say thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Good still in the morning. Sorry, at times I need to check time zones because we are in over 18 countries, so you need to be mindful of saying good morning when it's afternoon. So good morning, everyone, and I hope the presentation is up. Yes. Okay, so I'll just I'm just going to be brief. I'm just going to speak on payments, and so the presentation is the future of payments, and I'm going to bring it home to why SwiftLink is important and why what SwiftLink is doing matters, especially for this sector. So one thing about payments, I've been in payments for almost 2 decades. So we started it from the era of match type cards. So and we've seen it evolve to where it is today. So one of the things I would like to talk on. Can we go to slide 3 on the recent history of payments, the landscape. So before now we had banks. Banks were, the way banks operate. Banks do the regular financial transactions, and banks said, "Oh, we need to go into e-payments. We need to go into e-banking." We used to call it e-banking then. Nobody used to say digital payment. These are new words. So we see things like e-banking, and the very first major e-banking product that we had was ATM. You had the ATM where you could cash and you had your card. And so then, if you look at the industry, the landscape, we had about 23 commercial banks then, we had about 1,000 microfinance banks, we had about 8 switches. I mean, the industry was pretty much just starting. And then the government had a vision for unbanked. But one of the things we always say was that we don't just have unbanked, we also have underbanked. So we needed to take care of all. And part of the plan then was that we're going to do 20%, at least 20% of the unbanked and underbanked needed to be brought into that sector. Now, we remember the popular joke that if you want to open a bank account, they ask for your grandmother's DNA, So, and this thing needed to be done, needed to be made simple. One thing about in payments, there are 4 aspects, like I always say, there are 4 things when it comes to transactions. There is onboarding. And onboarding is bringing the customer on board. Now, there is the product itself, and whatever product the customer is using, like we have the BR suite, BR POS and all that. So that's the product itself. Then the third one is the payment itself. And payment needs to be simple. And then the last one is what I call the fulfillment. That is fulfilling the service. Now, so these are the 4 things. But for a while, the industry had been this small. Now, I'm going to the next slide. What we've seen, the industry, in fact, you can't recognize it anymore. I'm sure some of you will think, there are so many fintechs out there. What are they all doing? They all do different, they all do the same thing. But no, one of the things I've done with this slide is to really show you that the industry has grown. Now we have so many fintechs doing different things. We have this, so I've been able to break it down into different aspects. So we have the savings and investment ones. We have payment processors and gateways. We have digital banking companies. We have digital stock broking platforms. We have merchant businesses, we have cryptos, we have tech things. So there's something we call fintech, and there's also what we call tech things. So I won't go too much into these details, but it's just to show you that the landscape. So I mean, if we look at the previous slide to this slide, it is so big. And I'm happy for one that the SwiftLink is coming, because one of the things I've seen, I've not really seen a lot of fintechs in this region, in the northern region. I've not seen fintechs that really focus in this region. So I strongly believe that with what SwiftLink is doing, I mean, there's a huge market here. Even everybody says the market here is massive. So business is going to be booming for SwiftLink, I'm very sure, because this is a good place where we need to concentrate on and really bring the unbanked and will I say we still have unbanked? I think more underbanked now these days, so to bring them in. And so with that, I will just look at the key trends shaping the future of payments. So I'm speaking broadly in terms of payment. So to look at where is payment going to? I mentioned era of ATM and cards. Now we have apps. Now we've moved from apps, we're moving to platforms. So it's now platform plays. You have highways, And I'm going to end it with the 4 pillars. So, but right now I'm just talking about the key trends. So I was able to look at 6 major trends that I feel will shape the future of payments. And the first one is inclusion and trust. For me, inclusion and trust is very important. I think that is one of the biggest things that have hampered payments. I'm sure most of you know when you go to stores, restaurants, and you see the popular sign, if your transaction fails, go to your bank, oh, it's not us. I mean, so how can payments grow when the restaurant itself is already telling you if you have an issue with your payments, we are not there, it's you and your bank, you know? So that's something that we need to build on. That's something we need to work on. We need to make it work. But when it doesn't work, what is the process for ensuring customers not disenfranchised? So I think that's one of the key things that we need to look at. Another thing that I think is going to shape the future of payment, digital currencies. Digital currencies is going to come. It's easier to use, it's simpler. I think what is affecting digital currencies is regulation. It just needs to be regulated. And one thing you will see, a lot of central banks everywhere, they are looking at doing theirs. I think we have one in Nigeria too, that we are trying to make work. So digital currencies is one of the key things that's going to shape the future. Digital wallets, it's also another big thing. Boyega mentioned the SWIFT, the BIA POS, that you're going to have wallets for the agents. So that is huge. You're already on the track. So that's a good one. So digital wallets is something solid. Battle of the rails. I mentioned that we have moved from the era of ATM and cards, mobile apps to platforms. So platform play is what is going to be the key thing now. And it's your rails. So I'm sure you speak to banks, they'll say, oh, come on my rails. Every bank has its own open API. I'm sure you're connecting to every one of them because you need them. Your business is what I call a B2B2C, which is a business to business to serve a consumer. So, because you need to work with them. So, battle of the rails, everybody is saying this, my rails, and it's very important. And then another thing that is also big is cross-border payments. Cross-border payments is something that is going to be huge, shaping the future of payments. And lastly, financial crime. We can't run away from it. Cybersecurity is big now, and I think it's something that most fintech in payments, we need to take it serious. I think the fraud industry is like $6 billion now. I'll check my latest figure. I mean, it's an industry on its own. So as you are building nice innovations, they are also looking at how to re-engineer it, so how can we crack it. So it's a huge business, and it's something we need to take serious. So I'm going to my last slide now, and the last slide is just to bring it home. So what I'm saying is the future of payments. There are 4 key pillars for the future of payments. And the pillars are the industry. So the first ones are the banks and the financial institutions. So the financial institutions, and what I'm saying is, what are the financial institutions need to be looking at? They need to be looking at adjusting pricing. We need to look at the cost of payment. I think that's one of the biggest problems, especially for the underbanked and the unbanked. The cost of payments is very important. We need to look at that. We also need to look at the card networks. The card networks are very important. They've been around for over 70, 80 years, and they've built nice infrastructure. So we also need to look at it. We need to look at what they are doing. Agents and merchant service providers. SwiftLink is in this market, in this space, so you're already on the right track. And one of the things I mentioned here is that we need to look at online payments, look at fostering e-commerce, the user experience when the customer is paying. So when I say your business is a B2B2C, you are serving a business that has done so much to get customers to come. Now, customers come, payment should not be the last thing they should worry about. So what you are doing is you are making it easy for their customers to pay. And so that needs to be done. And then the last pillar is the third-party processors and switches, of which you also have this license to. For those that don't know, SwiftLink has the full license. In the industry, you see people that have agency license, you see people that have payment license, you see people that have PTSP license. But what SwiftLink has is all 3, which is what we call the PSSP license, and that is huge. There are very few companies that have this. And so they are playing in 2 major pillars of the agent and merchant service and the third-party processing. And so what we're saying here is these are the 4 pillars, and each and every one of us need to collaborate. At least at Group FinTech, we would definitely do business with SwiftLink. So just like I said, the future, like I said, it's for us to shape. I mean, we are the ones that will look at it, and I think the key note here is we need to collaborate. Yes, a healthy competition, but really, for the real ultimate beneficiary are the people, and we need to make payments seamless for everyone. Thank you very much.
For his goodwill message. Whilst he's making his way here, I'd like to quickly recognize the regional manager of Fidelity Bank PLC, Dr. Sek.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The chairman, SwiftLink, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. The coming of SwiftLink, to be candid, cannot come at a better time. I'm just a freshly minted PhD graduate from University of Utara, Malaysia, and my topic is on financial inclusion. So honestly, I find today's event very interesting. Again, looking at the numbers, I think it is important to also shed some little light. From the EFINA figures, as of last year, the financial exclusion rate in the Northwest is the highest in the country, at about 64%. During my study, I decided to take primary data. I made a deep dive in the Northwest region of Nigeria, because that is the region with the highest financial exclusion. Even though the average is 64%, if you go to extreme areas like Sokoto, you will find some places with exclusion of 98%. Honestly speaking, it's very alarming. And for everybody to, contribute positively to the economy of the country, he has to be financially included, and we have to be in the financial cycle. In the course of my study, I reviewed places like Malaysia. Malaysia got its own independence in 1958, 2 years before Nigeria gained its own independence. Today, financial inclusion in Malaysia is 98%, meaning that they have only 2% excluded from the financial system. So to be candid, there is a lot of work that we have to do. We thank SwiftLink for coming at a very good time, because CBN is also projecting to ensure that by 2025, we have 90% financial inclusion in the country. Again, it's not possible without curing the problem of the Northwest. So honestly, we thank the chairman of SwiftLink on behalf of Nigeria in general, because this project is not only, you understand, providing the payment solution, but is trying to solve the problem of the country. Because without solving the problem of exclusion, it is very difficult to deal. It will be very difficult to deal with the problem of insecurity. The governor of Katsina was here later in the morning, and we were congratulating him for bringing, the top hierarchy of the government of the country to discuss about insecurity. And today, if you look at the root cause of the insecurity, to be candid, it's because of poverty. What is causing the poverty in the north, again, is lack of formal engagement in the financial system. So honestly, thank you, Chairman, for bringing this thing. It is a national project, to be candid. And I'm sure you will stand tall. You need to be counted among the people who have solved the problem of financial exclusion in the country. So we can congratulate the board and management of SwiftLink, and I think it is a step in the right direction. For us in the banking space, both the non-interest bank and conventional banking, honestly, we cannot do it without the support of financial technology companies like SwiftLink. Because to be candid, conventional banks cannot be everywhere, especially with the very high cost of establishment of branches. But today, with alternative technology, you can be able to reach all the nooks and crannies of the country. So once again, we congratulate you for coming into this space, and we assure you that we will give you all the support so that we can be able to succeed together. And at the end of the day, we believe this will cure poverty in the north, and it will also assist Nigeria to meet up with the 90% financial inclusion target set by CBN. Thank you very much, sir.
Like the port industry. That's where the problem is payment. A lot of agencies at the port, a lot of payments to be made, but we do it crudely. And I think you agree with me that the SwiftLink will be applicable in
all the dry ports, including Funtua and Kano and the Kaduna. This is because our cargo stay at the port for a very long time. 21 days in the dwell time. It is 14 days in Cotonou. It is 7 days in Togo. And it is some ports don't even have dwell time of cargo because cargo is cleared as soon as they arrive. But here we have problem of payments. You have to pay the terminal operators, you have to pay the shipping companies, you have to pay customs, you have to do that. So it's a multiplicity of payments. It's tedious, it's laborious. And if we have one central payment, which is simple, which is efficient, traceable, then I think we will have, so your first journey is at the port. Please, payments at the port should be electronic, simple, efficient. And I think if we have that, even the inflationary trend we have now will reduce drastically. But it's a matter of trust. It's not that the inclusion is not needed by the people, but the people don't trust the system. You have seen what has happened. Now we have this payment. Anytime you make payment, they will say it has not, the network is off, or it is not this, is not that, double payment and so on. So we have to be efficient also. It's a trust issue. The people will like that inclusion. So you have competition, you have to be efficient, improve what others have made, and I'm sure we will have the system all over. Who wouldn't want such inclusion? I'm happy to be here for 3 reasons. Dr. Mutalla, long association, entrepreneur, guru, an icon, in the financial sector, and also my daughter. She's here, part of the system, with her beautiful husband, Achimogo. Pleased to be part of that system, and I'm really very proud of this endeavor. I pray that this will be profitable, this will be workable, and also efficient. I thank you very much.
The Honorable Minister, other distinguished dignitaries here present, I would also like to stand on the existing protocol. It's indeed my great pleasure and honor to take just 2 minutes, because I know the Honorable Minister is waiting, to also give a goodwill message and to thank the initiators for this wonderful and laudable initiative. Arewa is always left behind when it comes to financial inclusion, when it also comes to education. So it's very, very good that today we have this issue being addressed from the perspectives of banking and inclusion, and we also have the Minister of Education sitting in the midst, because no banking and inclusion will take place if there is no education. And the issue of security also, they are all linked. With better standard of education, we will have better security in the system. So, Honorable Minister, part of my remarks is that I know you are working on it. And my brother from Kebbi State is your deputy. He's also very passionate about it. But we can't overemphasize how important it is to address that sector before we can move on. Having said that, I'm really, really commending our father for this initiative and all the people that are behind him. The system looks very, very robust, and it looks very up to date. And it's a big pride that most of the drivers are people who are seasoned and people who are going to add value. So we pray Almighty Allah will bless this initiative, will make it successful beyond the shores of Nigeria, because it sounds like something that will help not only Nigeria, West Africa, Africa, and globally as well. Congratulations.
Our chairman and
the Vice Chairman, former Deputy Governor of Kano State, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I think it's still morning time. Just about 12 minutes. Let me thank the Vice Chairman, Engineer Haya, who sent the invitation for me to participate in this program. And he had actually, Engineer Haya is a very good friend, and he had briefed me on this very, very important project which has been established. And when I saw also the name of our chairman, Alhaji Umar Butala, a distinguished elder, those who are actually in charge of the capital market of this country, the business of this country. They are the mentors. I knew this is a project that is on course to very, very rapid success. It's a platform that is on the highway to success. And there is something very interesting about the name. Some of the products actually here, which is adaptability. If you take this and land in Aba and Onitsha, for instance, what do you get? It says beer swift. You know Igbo language? Beer. Beer swift. So they can easily adapt it in that part of the country. And our Yoruba friends, I'm sure, will not find it difficult to find a proper Yoruba equivalent for it. Now, so much has been said about financial inclusion here. Certainly, a large chunk of financial transactions in this country take place outside the banking system. Not because people like it that way. No, it is the convenience or the lack of platform that will readily be available for them. That's why people prefer to keep cash and transact cash. And I can tell you one secret. I know of some members of the political class who have been buying POS machines, for their constituencies. And it has been extremely popular in those places that I know have been so done. So with this, once it is popularized, the market out there is huge. So that is the only job for SwiftLink is the advocacy and then the efficiency of the service. Efficiency is at the top of it. You don't want to have something that will be having glitches here and there. And when I saw NTN, our friend from NTN speaking on the relationship with NTN and the penetration of NTN, we know that we have a platform that actually will go very far. Now, for me, as the head of education in Nigeria, my constituency is very vast. I don't know of any constituency that is as vast as that. We have schools in every cranny of the country, and we have, if not the students, but you know that for students, digitalization and digital services is native to them. So they will all be too happy to connect with the digital service, the financial service that will be provided by SwiftLink. Not to talk about the teachers who are everywhere. And for those of us from the northeast and Northwest, who have suffered a lot from the effects of insecurity, where the physical banks are hardly available in many places now for security reasons. So this thing will become extremely handy. So what we need is the penetration. And one of the programs I just came from was a teachers program, teachers support program. And we have a lot coming up. So we'll be one of your ambassadors. I commit myself to be one of your ambassadors. So I'm very happy to have witnessed it physically and personally. And as I said, knowing the gentlemen that I know who are behind this, it cannot be but going to be a huge, huge success. So once more, congratulations, sir.
Our distinguished chairman, honorable members of the board, dignitaries who are here present, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I am filled with immense gratitude and excitement. The launch of SwiftLink Global Services Limited marks a pivotal moment, a blend of vision, dedication, and commitment. It is really an honor as a member of the board of directors to be part of this great force. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the visionary founders of the board, the management, esteemed partners, collaborators, and stakeholders. Thank you for believing and keying into the SwiftLink vision. Your support has been the wind beneath of our wings. I would like to thank all the great people who spoke on these occasions, all the dignitaries and the esteemed invitees. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to honor this occasion and for so on a very short notice. As what the Honorable Minister mentioned, I gave him a very short notice invitation yesterday evening, and he was here today. To everyone who played a part in making this event a success, and our guests who could not attend but are with us in spirit, we sincerely appreciate your support. To the business, merchants, and individuals who have already embraced SwiftLink solutions, thank you so much for that. As we move forward, let us remember that SwiftLink is not just a fintech company, but a catalyst for change. Our payment terminals, merchant services, and agency banking solutions are bridges connecting to rural communities and to global markets. In conclusion, I invite all of you to join us on this exciting journey. Feel free to approach any of our team members wearing a branded t-shirt for any inquiry to discuss the business opportunities, collaboration, partnerships, and partnership, and how we can serve you to have a win-win business relationship. Please try to endeavor, visit our website, SwiftLink.ng, for more information about our products and services. Your support, business proposals, and patronage are crucial to our success. Together, we'll empower Nigeria and Africa with secure payment solutions, ensuring no one is left behind. Thank you very much.
Fasting. Today is Thursday. If you're not fasting, I now know all the members of the board to know who to approach. Please, let's take our seats, and we're just going to be bringing this to a close.
The truth and justice reign.